Hi friends, it's Nancy. I hope y'all had a great Labor Day weekend if you celebrated, and if you did something nice. We had really good weather. I had to go to a celebration of life for a family member that passed away, and we had to go out of town. But it was a beautiful celebration. So that's what kind of I did, and then visited with my family, and my grandson was in from college for the weekend and things like that. So hope y'all did and have a nice weekend. So today, and you can see what's happening here. Okay, today we are almost done with our 50 stack challenge 6, and Amy already started 7, so we need to finish. So 43, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. So today is 43, and I put down favorite monster, and then depending on your favorite monster, or you could be a witch, it could be a vampire, it could be, whatever. But I loved, when I was a kid, I always watched creature features on WGN, and it was all the Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney movies, werewolf, and all that. Well, I kind of have a fave. I love Dracula. I love them all. I love the werewolf. I love Dracula. I love them all. But lately, I've been hanging with Frank and the Bride. So I thought, well, I'm going to print him out. And I think that was Lon Chaney was, oh, no, it was Boris Karloff. I'm sorry about that. This is Boris Karloff. I just got this picture off Pinterest. And I went through, I have some of my gel prints here, just a little bit left. I might have to make some more. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then I just had some Halloween, digitals. I just pulled out a couple of pages that I had printed from, I don't know when. And then this here is just from that Deep AI site. I asked for green lightning, and this was one of the images that came up, and I liked it, so I printed that because I'm going with like a green, slightly purple, but black and green theme. So I have these pages here, and I thought we could do a little coloring. So I've got my colored pencils here. I've got the Tim Holtz word, that whatever they call this, I don't remember, because I don't know where did the package go that I had. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But gothic script, I think it's called. I have that for background. My colored pencils, I have a black marker and a silver marker, and then I use my label maker to spell out his name and kind of inked around it with black and purple. So we're just going to do a little fun stuff and collage, and then we're going to make him the center of attention, and we're gonna gussy him up a little bit. Okay, so let's just do that. It could be a cute monster too. It could be a cute ghost. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be scary or anything like that. So I'm just going to start tearing paper with my tear ruler, and let's just get going. But I kind of want this bolt of lightning to kind of be up in there, kind of hitting his head, like kind of thing. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't know how much we're going to be doing here, but I thought of it this way, even some of it. But I think maybe I'll just take some of this and put it up. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm okay. It always does that. I think it's the ink from the paper and stuff, and the glue and everything. It's just once I open it all, it just kind of, I don't know. But I really want this, so I'm just going to go in here and tear this down a little. Sorry for the noise. And just keep this for something else. And I'm just going to tear me a piece of this off and put this to the side. And I know it's still too big, so I'm going to tear it down even more. But I kind of wanted to put that maybe up in here. I'll even take a little more off it here. So save all your pieces, because you'll always use them, right? And then I'm going to kind of put that one there. And let's see what else we have. I have this one. This has got like purple. I think that, yeah, there's green in there and purple. So I'm gonna tear a piece of that and put this on the side maybe. And I just kind of pulled from my stash of digitals that I have. And I thought this might go well here. I put this here like that. And just kind of lay a few pieces out. Looking at this green. And then I've got this, which I want to use. So maybe we can use some of this here. And like that. And then what else can I use here? Let's just try some of this. I don't want to use too much more of this. Let's see. Let me get into this purple here. And this is just pretty much purple, but I really like it. So let's get into that. Just gonna see what I can incorporate here. So I want that one kind of up there. And then I want this here. And then I'm going to also try to figure out where I want him. So I might not need to cover everything up. Why don't we just start getting some of this down before, and then we'll figure that out. So I know I want this up there. So I got my glue book on the side here. And this book is so thick and round up here. I mean, I could do my gluing up here, but really it's a very thick book. But we've only got this page and 5 more to go. So I'm excited. So I know, you know, I always told you I had plans for some other projects, and I know it always, you know, I always have the best intentions, but oh, I didn't do good on there. Hold on. And then other unexpected things come up, right? And I just know I'm not going to get them all done this year for you. So, and anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I know everybody really kind of voted for the fall neighborhood, which I really want to do, because I know a lot of people don't do Halloween. So I really want to do that fall neighborhood. And then I know a few people had asked if I was going to do the 31 Bewitching prompts from Paper Source. And I really wanted to make, I had stuff to make some books to sell to you on Etsy so that we could, you know, get into that. But honestly, friends, I don't see it happening, because I didn't even prep making the books, and I would have had them done for you already for beginning of September. So I really apologize that I just don't think I can fit that in to do the prompts. I just don't think I can fit it in, because I want to do the autumn for sure. Let me get that on there. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to think if we could do it. I mean, obviously I can't get the books made for you, but I was thinking of an alternative way to do it, that we could all just make our own little type thing to do the prompts in. So I am just still kind of contemplating what I think I can handle, what I can do. And so I will keep you informed on that. Oh, and you know, Spellbound. There is nothing that's going to take away Spellbound. I have to finish Spellbound, and I don't want it to be a chore. I want to enjoy it. So that's really going to come first. Let me put a piece of that here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So Spellbound, we really need to get going on Spellbound. So I was thinking of concentrating on Spellbound. That's why I was thinking maybe I'm not going to have the time to do the prompts. So I'm just struggling, and I have some commitments coming up, you know, family things and stuff. And, you know, family always comes first. We all know that, right? So, oh, I did not reach the top of that page. Well, that's okay. It's going to be fine. Not worried. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking to see where I'm going to put him. And it looks like I might put him, I don't know if I should put him straight or kind of this way. You know, I always like things askew a little bit. So let's just see how that would be. And then I want to put more purple here, I think. And I might, actually, we can back this on some green to put that there. That might work. We'll see. I could put this little piece here. I think I might want to put that here. Yeah, I could do that. I feel like I need another piece of that in there. So let's get that in there. And then another purple maybe. Let's put this here. Like so. Trying to see where I have him. I like that lightning bolt coming down. I don't know if I should keep it straight like that. Okay, I will. Maybe I will. Let's see, like that. And then I feel like I need another purple. Ooh, I got my purple here. I could fit that one in here with the green, like that. And we'll rip it off there. Yeah, I'm very low on my jelly print here, but that's okay because I am using it. All right. I think also this is the last Halloween one for this journal here, just so you know. We're going to move on to Thanksgiving, and then we're going to do some Christmas and winter to finish this book off. So this is the last Halloween page in this book here, okay? Just so you know. And then I want to get a long purple one right in there. So let me get this dark one here. I like this kind of part here. And then we'll do a little fun stuff in here. Some art. We'll play a little bit with the colored pencils and things like that. I'll just get this in here. A little smaller. Okay. I'm just on the side here tearing it down a little because I know it's too thick. That ought to work right there. Okay. So, yeah, you know, that's how it is with the holidays, you know. I want to do so many things, and the time is not going to be there. And even though I think I started early enough, it's just a lot of work, and I just don't know what's going to, you know, what I can get done. So, and then we like to start Christmas. I mean, I love working on the Christmas stuff as well. So, okay. So my goal is to put him here. So what I think we might need to glue that, but I'm going to put my glue page away for now. And then what I want to do first is I want to ink around the edges. So I'm going to use my black soot and kind of just ink this black and white photo first. And then we're going to add color to it and jazz it up a little, just because I felt like it. And this is a fun thing you can do with black and white photos. You can use colored pencils, you can use markers, but you'd probably want to print it on like a thicker paper for marker use, but this is just my 28-pound paper, so I figured we'll just do colored pencils with this, and he's going to go there. So I wanted to color him a little bit. So first of all, I have some green pencils here, and I want to take this, whatever this one here is, what is it? It's apple green. I think that's what I want, apple green. I am just going to go over his whole face first with the apple green inside here, inside his face, like over the whole thing. And then we're going to use a darker to do some highlighting. And I thought it would just be fun to do something different, kind of jazz it up a little here. I know I'm getting the bumps here, but I want to do this so you could see it. So I'm just coloring in anywhere in his face here, and I'm going to go over his face, his eyes here, and his nose. Just like that. That's like the first color, and I'll go down into his neck here a little bit too. Okay, so we have that color there. Okay, and now I'm going to take, there's a darker one here, and then a dark one here, I think. So these, let's see, this one here is called grass green, and then this one is called dark green, and these are my, here's my lid. These are my Prismacolor colored pencils that I have. So, but use whatever you have. So I'm going to take the grass green one. Let me move this out of the way. And what I'm going to do now is kind of, wherever there's a dark area, I'm going to kind of, well actually, I'm going under his eyes with this one, and I'm not pressing hard. I'm just kind of going in here under the eyes lightly here, and you can see that. And then I'm going to do kind of a little bit in here, and then in this dark area here, I'm just going over that. And I can kind of go along his jawline here a little bit. Like that. Like so. Okay, then I want to do the dark one. This is dark green, it says. And I want to go over what I just kind of did. Could darken it up here. Get that even darker. I mean, it's just fun, you know, making it your own. And I'll go over these dark areas here a little bit. And in here. And I'll go over what I did here. Just for fun. We'll go along this area here and around his chin. Oops. Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of go around here. Okay. Just kind of going in. All right, it's fine. And then what I thought I could do is take my black marker, the fine point, and define his stitches. So I'm just kind of going on a line, and I'm just going to make the stitches here myself. Because you really don't see him in this picture, but I said, oh yeah, he's got to have stitches. So I'm going to just kind of do that. And here, across his face. Oops, my marker. Okay. And it's very subtle, but it works really well. I'll do one here. I think it adds something to it, to him, right? I think it works kind of good. And I guess I could use my black pencil, but I'll just kind of go into the eye area here. And then what I wanted to do was just go over his silver, just kind of exaggerate him a little bit. If you can see him, it really doesn't show that well. Just something like that, just for some spark. That's all, just something like that. We use that. I feel like I want to get some more up in here, the very top here. Okay, all right, that's kind of nice. I like that. So then I think I'm ready to glue him on. And see, it kind of, I don't know, I feel like I want to add some purple. Let's see. What is this color? This is blue indigo. Let me see what this looks like. Nope, that's definitely blue. And I have a purple here. I don't know where I would put it. Looks like there's some purple in his cheek here. So I'll just kind of go in here around these stitches on the cheek here. And a little bit, just very lightly in here. And that, yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know if it shows up on the screen. I'm kind of doing his eyelids a little bit too. Yep. Yeah, I like it. Just a little bit of purple. So take any black and white photo and just play with them like this. You can kind of just make them your own, right? Yeah, I like it. Okay, so let's get him glued on. Get my glue book back out here. And then we'll give him his name, and that'll be my favorite monster for number 40, what'd I say, 43? Okay. Okay. I like him. I like it. I think he looks good. So then I have his name. Now I could put it here, and now you got to figure out where you want to put it, right? I think I'll just put it right there and not put it with that. So this will stick by itself. My label. And I did list the label maker, I think, in the Spellbound description, because a few people were asking about the label maker. There we go. I'm going to put it up in here. Oh, you know what I wanted to do too with the stencil? Where did I put it? I wanted a stencil background, but we could still add some of that. Here it is, the Gothic words. I knew I was forgetting something. It didn't look right, but let me just get my black out and let's get some of these words in here. Boy, I just don't even bother cleaning this because I always use it with black. Yeah, see? Yeah, we need to do that. I might get this in here and get it out on here. Just kind of, see what you can get in there. It just adds more interest. Yes. Yeah, there we go. And I'll just go down the side here and kind of fill in if I can. All right. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, just a little bit, see? That's all it needed. So, all right, friends, there's my favorite monster, Frankenstein. That's number 43, our fave monster, okay? All right, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye.